Hey guys! I just put Stefan down next to me because he was being so unhappy with me, but he's just staring at me so I can soothe her. So if he gets really loud, we're gonna have to take an intermission. But anyways, today's video is a collab with Ginny. I will go ahead and put her link down below, and we had decided to do a controversial parent tag. So it's basically just a bunch of controversial subjects regarding parenting. So she had done her video, and again I will link that below, and then I'm going to answer my questions, and I would love for you guys to answer them down in the comments as well. This is just my opinion, and there's no right or wrong, right? It's just opinion based, and everybody's gonna have their different opinions, so don't tell me I'm wrong because of what I'm about to tell you. But anyhow, so question number 1 is pro-life versus pro-choice, and I think that I'm a little bit caught in the middle because I don't know if you are responsible enough to engage in sexual activity, then you should be responsible for your actions, but at the same time, if you're not able to properly support and raise your baby, then you shouldn't be having one, you know? So I think pro-choice is my answer. Next one is baby wearing. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't have personally one of those wraps, but I have the kangaroo thing. Love it. He gets really heavy though, so sometimes it doesn't work out for a long period of time, but they're great, you know. You're able to put them on, strap them on, whatever, and do your thing, like whether it's cleaning up the house, whether it's reading, I don't know. A lot of girls from my school take public transit, and most of them take strollers, but some do use the wraps to carry their babies on buses and trains, and it's so much more convenient because it takes up less room. So the next one is adoption, and I don't know, obviously my channel is run on Stefan and me being a mother and stuff, so obviously the adoption route was not mine. However, you know, if you are wanting to give your baby life but you're just not able to support him or her, why are you awake? Go to sleep. If you're not able to support him or her, then maybe giving your baby away to a family that maybe wants one but can't have one is a great thing. But personally, you know, carrying a baby for 9 months and then having to give it up, I just couldn't do it. But it is a great option, you know, for kids that maybe are abandoned or their parents are not in the state to care for them. So, you know. Next one is baby piercings. Piercings. I don't know. For boys, I don't necessarily support it, just because I'm not into like the ear piercings or anything like that on boys. But for girls, like I got my ears pierced really young, so that's a go. But I don't think Stefan's gonna be getting any piercings ever because I don't like them. Next one is breast milk versus formula, and Stefan is exclusively breastfed, so I don't feed him formula because I believe that if I'm able to breastfeed, I might as well do that, you know. Yeah, there's a lot more health benefits and just overall well-being of a baby when he or she's breastfed. However, I know that some people just physically are not able to breastfeed, so I think formula is obviously a great option, but it's one that I have been successfully able to avoid thus far, so I'm very grateful for that. Next one is spanking, and I don't ever want to take part in that just because I want my child to be raised firmly but not abused, you know what I mean? I don't want a baby that has to recover from his childhood. Yeah, I don't know, I don't want my child to be afraid of me or to lose trust in me. Therefore, I, you know, want to verbally communicate, and I don't ever want to raise my voice at him. Obviously times will come where I'm just so frustrated, but what parent doesn't? However, I do really want to avoid any sort of abusive contact. I think that's not okay. I, as a child, was physically disciplined, and you know, I turned out fine, so I don't see myself doing that to my kid, but I mean, you do you. Next one is co-sleeping, and I co-sleep, and I think it's totally fine, just as long as you know that you're not going to roll over and smother your kid. I know that a lot of the time you don't have control in your sleep, but myself, I know that I don't move in my sleep. I'll wake up in the same position I fell asleep. So I've co-slept with him for almost 5 months, and everything is perfectly okay. I just think it's so convenient, and the fact that I have to go to school every day, you know, I can't lose a lot of sleep, and co-sleeping really helps with that. So I'm pro co-sleeping for sure. Next one is home versus public versus private versus charter schooling. And I don't ever want to have him at home, homeschooled. I don't want to do that because that, you know, lacks social skill, and I don't want that. Private can get really expensive, so I don't see myself doing that one either. Public or charter, I would say. Charter is pretty good. It's like, if you don't know what charter schooling is, it's kind of like a mix, I would say, between public and private. They still have uniforms, and it's a little bit more academically advanced, just, you know, as far as homework goes and things like that. I've kind of always been in a public school, I think. Maybe for a little bit I was at a private school, I think, when I was younger, but I think that public is fine. He just needs to develop like homework skills and kind of knowing that things like that need to get done. And, you know, because my brother, Mike, you guys know him, he lacks that motivation to do schoolwork, and that's because he wasn't in because in Ukraine, like, things are strict as heck when it comes to school. So, you know, I did develop those homework and skills and such. I feel like I'm just making no sense right now. Next one is vaccinations, and this is kind of tricky for me. Like, obviously I've been taking him to all his vaccinations. He's gotten 2 sets already. I think they're crucial, especially when they're little, because their immune system is not very advanced, therefore they need all the help they can get. I still get my shots because my mom makes me, but I mean, I don't know. I know that there are horror stories saying that, like, oh, vaccines like kill you or whatever. Like, one of my mom's friends came over and said that her son had all these seizures and such after a vaccination. I mean, it could have been a coincidence, but maybe not. I don't really know. I'm not educated well enough on it to really have a say, but for now I'm going to take him to get his vaccines just because I don't want any unhappy situations. And the last one is medicating children, and I don't see what's wrong with that either. Like, I've given him Tylenol a few times in his life, you know, and in the hospital he was medicated when he needed it. You know, why not give something to your child that'll make them feel better? Yeah, I'm, like, obviously not some, like, hardcore drug, obviously, but that's not medication. If they're not feeling well, give them some Tylenol or Advil or whatever is safe nowadays. I don't see anything wrong with it. Just like you know, when you have a fever, you take something for it. Or when you got a headache, you take something for it. So I don't think there's anything really wrong with that. So those are all the questions. Once again, this was a collab with Ginny, so her link is down below. Go check her out, see what she has to say about these questions. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I guess I'll show you guys Stefan because he's definitely not asleep. I think next week we're doing his update, which you guys have been asking for forever, and I'm very sorry that I haven't gotten to it yet. But I've just kind of tried to space out my videos a little bit. But he's huge now, you guys. I'm sure he's 15 pounds by now. Oh, hi. Why aren't you sleeping, my friend? Hi. Hello. Hi. Can you give him a smile? Can you smile? Hi. Hi. Oh. Oh. Can you say hello? I hate it when people do that. Obviously he's not gonna break up and say hi. Who's that? Stefan, who's that? Is that you? Who's that? Hi. Hi. Are you smiling? Can you smile? Hi. Hi. See that little smile? He's really more happy, but he's very kind of drowsy because he's very tired, but doesn't want to sleep. Hey, bud? Doesn't want to sleep. Doesn't want to sleep. Yeah. Yeah. You're cute. You're super cute. Agoo. 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 You're so funny. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I am literally filming this on the day it is going up, so we're hoping that things work out and I'm able to get it up today. But yeah, follow my social media and such is down all below as always. And we will see you soon. Bye. Where's your shoe, dude?